I listed the 7 most memorable Dragon Ball games made by dedicated fans and will be ranking them. If you want to see more of this type of content, like and subscribe, and let's get into it. The first game on our list is Dragon Ball Devolution. This game is fascinating. It has every single Dragon Ball character that has ever existed, every universe representative from the Tournament of Power, every henchman from the Dragon Ball Z movies, all video game exclusive characters like Android 21 or future Gohan from Shin Budokai, and even Toribot, Akira Toriyama's own character. The game has a lot of fun and unique game modes, and a huge selection of maps to choose from. The gameplay is very simple. You fly around, attack, block, charge ki, throw ki blasts, perform a beam attack, and transform. Additionally, some characters can use special abilities like Goku using the Spirit Bomb or Piccolo with the special beam cannon. You can create your dream matchup, putting anyone against anyone. Every Dragon Ball fan has to play this game at least once. Next on our list is Z Legends 3. This game is a copycat of Dragon Ball FighterZ, having almost identical cutscenes and ultimate attacks. If you've been on my channel before, you would know just how much I play this game, but this isn't going to affect the ranking. Probably? Well, if you don't know anything about Z Legends 3, then let me introduce it for a bit. This game has 40+ characters that all have their own super and ultimate attacks. Some characters have dramatic intros and dramatic finishes, and unlike FighterZ, they even include transformations. This game has characters that aren't in FighterZ, such as Future Gohan and Beast Gohan, and also has manga characters such as Moro 7-3 and Ultra Ego Vegeta. Seriously, the art on some of these characters is unbelievably amazing. However, this game could get quite boring since it doesn't have either story mode or multiplayer, and there's no way to spend your coins after buying all the characters.
After that comes Power Warriors. A lot of people like Power Warriors, but I honestly think it's overrated. This game's fruit is the amount of characters it has. The game itself doesn't look that amazing, and the combat is whatever. I don't really have much else to say about it, so I will give it a C.
Next game is called Stick Warriors, and you might be thinking why I included this game in the first place. It doesn't look that good, but believe it or not, this game is the very reason I started watching Dragon Ball. I initially downloaded that game when I was like 12 or 13 years old because it had Naruto characters, and I used to be a Naruto fan at the beginning since it was the first anime I watched and completed. I soon became interested in the Dragon Ball characters, and that art of Mui Goku looked really cool, so I decided to give Dragon Ball a shot, and I definitely didn't regret it. Also, some of my friends and relatives did watch Dragon Ball, so that may have also been a factor, but this game was the thing that made me start watching the show. It did spoil all of the transformations for me though, so I worked that as its B. This game is very nostalgic for me. I remember playing with SSG Goku and wondering why his Kamehameha turns red, or why SSJ3 Goku wears a different outfit. However, as I just revisited this game for the video, I realized how bad this game is. The game isn't smooth at all, the attacks are slow, some mechanics don't make a lot of sense and only make the game worse. And aside from the gameplay, this game is swarmed with annoying ads and everything costs money. If it was for nostalgia, I would have given this game a Z tier, but the game is awful, so it rightfully deserves an F tier.
Next game is called Legend Fighter. Now, initially I wasn't going to include it, but I did play it a lot as a kid, so here goes nothing. This game has a good amount of characters, but ironically, it doesn't have MUI Goku and Jiren, the characters on the game icon. All the characters in the game have the most basic of moves, having basic attacks, dashes, ki charge, ki blasts, an energy wave, and a super attack. Aside from the game not being anything spectacular, the super attacks are very underwhelming. Take Tenshinhan for example. Can you guess what his super attack is? Well, it's just a ki ball. Yeah, that's it. No Kikoho, no Mafuba, no 4 clones or anything. Just a ki ball. Most characters just throw ki balls and that's it. Also, the boss mode is just so boring. Once the bosses get too powerful, you will just have to find that one spot where your opponent doesn't get knocked back so that you keep grinding there until he's dead. I would have to give it a C.
Now we talk about the big leagues. Hyper Dragon Ball Z is hands down the best Dragon Ball fan game ever. It has some of the most creative ideas ever. It surpasses a lot of official Dragon Ball games in terms of creativity and love of the game. This game doesn't need explanation to why it's so good. Just play the game yourself. Instant Z tier.
The last game I am going to talk about is Little Fighter 2. Although I am not a huge fan of how the characters look, I think the devs do a really great job. The movement is so smooth and a lot of the attacks are creative and new. This game is great, so it goes into A tier. That's it for the video. Don't forget to raise your thumbs up, and peace.